The Stoics didn't try to escape the world. They learned how to rule themselves within it. In a world driven by noise, impulse, and chaos, their calm became their weapon. They understood something few still grasp today. Clarity is power. Because when your mind is calm, no one can control it. These are 10 Stoic psychological tactics to outsmart chaos and think with precision when others lose themselves. The first tactic, master your first thought. Your first reaction is instinct, not intelligence. The Stoics trained themselves to notice the rise of emotion, anger, fear, excitement, and pause before obeying it. Because your first thought is rarely the truth. When you delay your reaction, you gain power. When you act without it, you become a puppet. The second, question your perception. Epictetus taught that men are disturbed not by things, but by the views they take of them. This is psychological alchemy, transforming events by changing interpretation. Most people think reality is fixed, but the Stoics knew reality is filtered through the mind. You don't control what happens, but you control what it means, and that is enough to change everything. The third, protect your attention. Marcus Aurelius warned, you become what you give your attention to. Your focus is the currency of the soul. Lose it to distractions and you lose yourself. The Stoics built mental walls, not to hide, but to filter. They decided what deserved their thoughts and what didn't. In a world that profits from your distraction, attention is rebellion. The fourth, train in discomfort. Seneca would sleep on the floor, fast from comfort, and remind himself, is this what I feared? Because ease weakens judgment, and fear feeds on comfort. The Stoics didn't seek pain, they sought freedom from it. When you practice hardship, fear has nothing left to threaten you with. And when fear dies, clarity begins. The fifth, detach from outcomes. They acted with full effort but released expectation. You can influence results, not command them. Epictetus said, do not seek for things to happen as you wish, but wish for them to happen as they do. That's not surrender, it's strategic acceptance. Because obsession clouds judgment. Freedom begins when you stop negotiating with fate. The sixth, observe yourself as a stranger. Marcus Aurelius wrote as if to another soul, calm, detached, honest. The Stoics practiced what we now call metacognition, watching thoughts without becoming them. It's like stepping out of the storm instead of trying to stop the rain. This distance gives you power over your anger, over your ego, over illusion itself. The seventh, keep your emotions private. The Stoics never denied emotion, they mastered its expression. In politics, battle, and life, they understood those who reveal too much give power away. Composure confuses aggressors. Silence forces others to question. Your calmness is psychological armor. Wear it always. The eighth, use perspective to shrink chaos. When Marcus felt overwhelmed, he reminded himself, you could leave life right now. It wasn't morbid, it was liberating. From the viewpoint of mortality, almost everything becomes small. That email, that insult, that failure, they all fade against the reality of time. Zooming out gives you back your balance. The ninth, choose logic over language. The Stoics trained themselves to think, not react to words. They didn't fall for flattery or offense, both are traps. Modern manipulation thrives on emotional wording, but the Stoic asks, what is the fact behind the phrase? By removing emotion from speech, they removed power from deception. And the 10th, control what repeats in your mind. Repetition shapes belief. Most people replay pain and fear until it becomes identity. The Stoics rehearsed strength instead, gratitude, discipline, reason. Seneca wrote, we suffer more in imagination than in reality. So they edited their inner dialogue until clarity replaced chaos. These 10 tactics were more than philosophy. They were psychological warfare through serenity. The Stoic didn't seek to dominate others. He sought to dominate himself. Because when you master your perception, your reactions, and your attention, the world loses its grip on you. The chaos outside will never end, but the storm inside can. And once it does, you become untouchable.